friends, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. Today we are going to be filming my April monthly or April highlights video, and we are going to be using this super cute kit called Egg Hunt from Plannerface. For those of you who may not know, I do actually PR for Plannerface, so you can use code Melissa10 at checkout to get yourself 10% off your order, and you can also pop my name in your notes to seller to score my freebie. But I have had this monthly in my collection for a little while. I ummed and ahed about buying the standard vertical kit because in Australia, Easter falls in autumn, and this gives me a very spring vibes. It's the only thing that I don't like about living on the opposite side of the world, essentially, because our seasons don't align. So when people are releasing Easter art, it is always spring vibes and there's never any like autumnal vibes. But it is what it is. And my aim is to use all Plannerface monthlies for the year. So this was kind of the only Easter one that was in store that I could purchase when I purchased it some time ago. And it is really, really cute. And I think I'm just going to look past the fact that it's very spring vibes and just use it because it's absolutely beautiful. So this is your main page. You then have a functionals page, which includes your date dots. Another functional page, so you've got all your like bill dues and things like that. You've got some decorative boxes. I guess the only downside to the fact that I do this as like a highlights video is that none of these get used because like I'm not pre-planning, so I don't really need to know when my bills are due. That's okay, it's fine. We then also get the inclusion of another like a decorative page. So these boxes here are used to fill in like the spare space essentially, so to block off the beginning and the ends of the month where the previous month is ending or the new month is beginning. I always get the tall decorative sidebar because I don't use my sidebar functionally, so I would prefer to have the decorative option. You've got some little like washi pieces or like functional boxes depending on how you want to use them. And then of course for myself, because the way my brain works, I'm a Monday to Sunday person, I always purchase the little Monday through Sunday start as well. So let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, so let's do what we always do, and let's go ahead and start off up the top here. I'm actually really excited because I didn't know how long it was going to take me to catch up on my planner spreads, because there was a period there where I was like, I don't know, 3 months behind, and that excluded monthly highlights. So I was 3 months of weekly spreads behind. So I never thought that I was going to catch up on them. And then I ummed and ahed about doing monthly highlights at all because I was like, we're so far past the fact now, what's the point of doing them? But then I also remembered that it's a highlights video, which means it's like a memory plan essentially. And then I'm planning after the fact. So it doesn't really matter how late I film them because I'm looking back at the memories. So that's been kind of refreshing in a way. But I think now, so we are currently, I don't know what date it is today. It is the 17th of June today. And in terms of where I am at for my planning, I have filmed up until the last week of May, April, May, June. Yep. So I've done the last week of May, and I am waiting. I'm going to see how long it takes because I had caught up to a point where I was literally only 2 weeks behind, and 2 weeks including like the present week that I was living. So I guess essentially only 1 week behind. And then I realized that coming into June, we had a couple of important things going on. So obviously June welcomes Pride Month. It is also the month that the new Little Mermaid released, which I absolutely plan on going. I absolutely plan on going to see that, I should say. But my plans have changed a couple of times because firstly, we were going to see it like at the beginning of the month, like when it first came out. But my mum's been tied up because I'm planning on going with my mum because I don't want to drag my husband along. Like my husband will go and see, you know, The Lion King and those types of ones. But like I kind of feel bad dragging him along to The Little Mermaid. I mean, he said he would go, like if no one would go with me. But I asked my mum about it on Mother's Day because quite honestly, I didn't get her very much for Mother's Day this year. And I figured like in my mind, I was like, well, you know, the rest of that present or the rest of that gift for Mother's Day can be like, we'll go and have a girls' day and we'll go to the movies. And I will pay like for her ticket and for her snacks. And she was happy with that. But then we also asked one of my brothers if he wanted to come because he doesn't, I feel like you can't see what I'm doing completely, so I do apologize. So yeah, we asked one of my brothers if he wanted to go, and he actually wanted to go, much to my surprise. So we'd then teed up to go like an alternative weekend when he could go, and he couldn't go last weekend because he already had other plans. And then we were going to go this weekend because everyone was okay to go this weekend. And then he messaged me at the beginning of the week saying that he had COVID. So obviously we don't want to be, I mean, firstly, we don't want to be mingling and getting COVID ourselves. But secondly, we also don't want him, you know, out and about either. So at the moment we have pushed it back to next week. The only concern that I have is that, like everyone, I'm sure, there has been a lot of mixed reviews. And I'm a little bit worried because I think we're at a point where it's been at the movies for 3 weeks. And I don't know how the cinemas work in any other country or any other place. But for us here in Australia, if something is not successful, they will just, like, it's gone. Like, they'll get rid of it out of the cinemas really quickly. And so I'm a little bit worried that come next weekend, like, we may not even be able to get a session. I'm hoping that's not the case, and I'm hoping that it stays in, because I think next week will be, like, the 4th week that it's been in cinemas. So I'm kind of hoping that it will at least be in cinemas for next weekend. Have I been doing all of these monthlies wrong? Have I not? Or is it just how I think it's just how they've fallen. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that we'll, like, next weekend and nothing happens, that we're all okay, that it's still in the cinemas, and, like, worst case scenario, that's, like, the last week that it's in cinemas. But we're going to have to wait and see. Long story long, really. But where I was going with that is that I also needed to order a kit for that. So April started on the 1st. So yeah, I needed to order, the Saturday was the 1st. I need to order, well, I've ordered it now, sorry. I needed to order my Little Mermaid kit. That is on its way. So as of right now, today being the 17th of June when I'm filming this, I am still waiting on my Little Mermaid kit. I'm still waiting on my Pride Monthly for my highlights. I'm still waiting on my, like, decorative foils and things like that as well. So I'm at a bit of a standstill, and obviously I can't film my June kit lineup if I don't have my, I mean, I could put screenshots on, but I can't really film my June kit lineup if I don't have, like, all of my June kits here. So I'm at a standstill. I mean, like I said, again, I'm filmed up until the end of May, so I still have content to release. It's just that I can't film any more content until those orders arrive. So I'm going to be in a position where I think I'm now, I should have done prior to, so we're in I think let me have a look at my calendar. So it's the 17th, so I'm technically this will be 3 weeks behind. So depending on whether or not my orders arrive this coming week, I'm sitting at like 3 or like 2 plus the current week. I'm hoping it doesn't go much further than that because, again, I would really like to stay up to date. My goal is to basically catch up to a point where I'm only like 1 week behind. And then that way I can start filming like other content as well. So rather than just playing catch up and having just plan with me videos and things like that, I can start doing more fun videos, you know, like I can film my washi collection, or I can film on my sticker collection. I can show you through like my foil stash. I can, you know, those sorts of videos as well. So that is where I want to be at. But then I'm also torn because I was kind of thinking of maybe try and Planmas this year. And then I'm kind of thinking that like I'm a little bit time poor, but I'm also not a very creative person in like content creation. So I was going to film those videos as part of Planmas or Vlogmas or whatever it is you want to call it, because that obviously then gives me quite a few videos. And I would probably only do it, I don't think I would have enough content or time to film like the full 24 days like some people do. I think I would maybe try, because I've never done Vlogmas or Planmas in my life. So I feel like I would maybe struggle to even get like 12 days of content, but I feel like that's kind of where I would start. But then in saying that, I guess on the flip side, we are in June. So if I was to film something like that, like kind of now, I guess filming it again in December would be, you know, 6 months away. So I've likely used 6 months worth of my kits. I've used 6 months worth of foil potentially. So everything may change. But then again, I'm also conscious of the fact that like I literally don't want to just be repeating the same video for you. So it would make kind of more sense to just wait until Vlogmas, which I mean is technically around the corner. 17th of June, you know, we're almost 6 months out from Christmas, which is absolutely absurd. I need to start thinking about what I'm doing for Christmas. Christmas is usually done at my house every year. And I'm getting to that point where between family drama, between trying to organize my family and get all of my family under the same roof at the same time is chaotic enough. Like I'm just at that point where like I really love Christmas and I love having Christmas at my house and I love having my family here and I love, you know, that we all get to like sit down and enjoy some food, but it's hard. It's tiring. I definitely appreciate my mum more, because obviously, you know, when you're younger, you kind of just see your mum, like you wake up on Christmas morning and your mum's like making food and you kind of just open your presents as a kid and like don't think anything of it. And, you know, at lunchtime or at dinner time, depending on what your family does, you just get to sit down, enjoy a meal, and then go back to your toys, essentially. You don't really put much thought into the fact that your mum's been sleeping away all night or all day to put that food in front of you. And, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. And, yeah, it sounds terrible to say, and I'm a little bit worried because I'm very much in a state of mind that where I feel like if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it. So that kind of puts a little bit of pressure on me that I have to do it. Sorry, just drinking some coffee. So yeah, in my mind, I kind of just think like, if I'm not doing it, who's going to do it? First and foremost. If not me, then who? But then also, like, if not me and no one else does it, then, like, my family is alone on Christmas. Or not alone, but, like, I know for a fact that, like, if I don't hold Christmas, my dad probably won't do Christmas traditionally, you know, like, he might very much go and get, you know, some takeaway and do something really easy, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, if it's easier for your family to go and get, you know, someone's pre-cooked food and you don't have to worry about it, like, maybe I should do that, to be honest, then that's absolutely fine. But I don't know. I feel like part of the magic for Christmas, part of the magic of Christmas for me is spending that time with my family. So as chaotic and stressful and difficult it can be, it's also kind of that, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I probably make no sense, and I honestly don't know why I'm going into Christmas talks when it's, like, I'm literally filming in April monthly. But, like I said, Christmas is almost here. Like, I need to start thinking about it. But, yeah, like, I could quite honestly say, like, I'm not doing Christmas. And, you know, we could do, like, I don't know, Christmas Eve or Christmas lunch or Boxing Day. Back in the day, we used to do, I think, Christmas Day with my family. And then we would go to my in-laws' house for Boxing Day. And there was nothing wrong with that. I didn't have to worry. My mother-in-law kind of took care of everything. And, you know, my family, obviously my mum was cooking. Like, we would help, of course, but as we got older. But I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to pay for anything. Like, I just turned up. And I could totally go back to doing that. It would work for, like, my mother-in-law probably. I don't know why I have ink on the bottom of my planner. That's annoying. But then again, yeah, like, then now my parents have separated. So then I would need to find time to see my mum, my dad, and my in-laws. Plus one of my brothers now lives out of home. So it's just really hard to get everyone together. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really want to be able to. The other thing about having it at my house, it means that, like, when I'm cooking lunch or, like, when I sit down to lunch, if I want to have a drink, like a wine or something like that, I can. And if we're going somewhere else, then I can't, and neither can my husband, because we obviously have to drive. And I know that sounds silly, and we can totally do without the alcohol. Like, we don't need the alcohol, but there's just, again, it's something about Christmas where one of my favorite things to do is after I've cooked lunch, I get that sigh of relief where I can sit down and just relax. I can, you know, have a wine with my mom, my mother-in-law, because when we have it at our house, I literally have, like, my family and my in-laws as well, like, all at the same time, which is always really nice. But yeah, a lot of Christmas talk there. Okay, so coming back to the plans, I know that on the 3rd, I didn't have anything on. So I might put a little decorative box on the 3rd. Does anyone else have that struggle with Christmas or any event? Like, it's the same with Easter. Easter, we used to put on, like, not a barbecue, because we don't really barbecue, but we would have, like, our friends over, and we would do usually, like, a homemade pizza situation. It wasn't even always on, like, the same weekend as Easter. Like, sometimes it's the weekend before, sometimes we did it after, just depending on when everyone was available. We had my family, my in-laws, we had some close family friends, and that was kind of a little tradition for a while. But again, I feel like if I'm not organizing it, or if I'm not having it at my house, like, my family aren't doing Easter. And then I also feel like, you know, like, obviously if our friends decided that they would host the Easter, then, you know, they're not going to have my family over. Maybe not even my in-laws. So then it becomes a matter of like, yeah, we might be able to see some of the family, but I don't know. It's just hard. It's just hard. Okay, so let's get started on this. So I think for the first day of the month, let's pull out some of our favorite little stickers here. Let me get out all of my paint splodges because I tend to go through those pretty quickly. What else did we use last time? I think we used, oh, I might be able to bring in some florals. I mean, they're maybe not the right shade of blue, but maybe I can use some. That's kind of it though. Although I might need the different colors. Okay, let's see how we go. So first and foremost, on the first, I wanted to mark in that it was the beginning of the month. Do I have a suitable green? Because it would be nice to be able to bring in some green this time. Maybe let's use this kind of minty green. And let's pop that up to the top. And I don't know, there is something, I was talking to my husband about my March monthly. I don't know whether it's maybe too busy, whether maybe I want to tone it down a little. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. I forget what sticker I pulled for this. What did I pull? Oh, I pulled a cute little mushroom. So let's see how that looks. Let's maybe... I feel like I always have to put boxes like on this side because the page flag in the top there. So nothing super cutely exciting, but I wanted to use this little mushroom guy because it's part of my little like autumn sticker collection. And the color matched perfectly. And I feel like if I didn't use it, I was going to be like, well, when am I going to use it? All right, so what are we doing? We're putting Hello April. Let's do our little Hello April sticker. Again, nothing crazy exciting, nothing crazy creative, just a very simple, it's April, welcome to the show. Okay, so on the second, I wanted to mark that I was playing my Switch. I don't play my Switch a lot. So I feel like it's an occasion that warrants a little bit of a, I just feel like I don't know if it goes, you guys. Should we try it? I feel like they're maybe a little bit too dark. And then I also feel like that's a wasted opportunity. Okay. I'm going to use that again at another point. Don't know when. So let's maybe bring in, I feel like we can get away with the blue. Let's maybe do that. And then I'm going to do, Don't know what I'm trying to do here, you guys. I feel like this is like a learning curve. Like I feel like every time I do one of these spreads, it's something new. Okay, so then over onto the 3rd. So like I mentioned, on the 3rd we had nothing, but on the 4th it was my brother's birthday. So let's do, I've got some blue balloons here for my brother. Will that maybe work better here if I put my little floral situation here? And then I put don't know. Let's let it sit there for a minute and we'll see how we feel after. And then on the 5th, didn't do much. Spent some time with my little puppies. So let's maybe use another box, but I think I need maybe like a purple or a pink, but the right shade of purple pink. So I think if I maybe, I feel like these purples go kind of well. I feel like this purple matches her shirt quite nicely. So I might pop that there and then just pop the little paw print like that. So that's to mark spending some time with my dogs. And then this day, so the 6th, we had a half day. So our work, I'm on what we call a flex agreement, which basically means that I'm trying to think at the same time, and obviously, as you can tell, that's not working very well for me. I don't even know how I want to mark that. I might use a little bow from the kit. Do I want to use a flag? I'm going to use one of the flags that came in the kit, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. But yeah, as part of that flex agreement, we got an additional like half day off for Easter. So I'm going to pop that there. And then I think I might use one of the boxes from the kit to mark that I logged off work just to play some Sims. I'm going to pop her here to mark that I was playing The Sims. Okay. Then we jump on over to... Okay, so the 7th was Good Friday, so I might leave some space there to pop Good Friday. But then I also wanted to mark that I got to eat hot cross buns and coffee, because that's like my traditional Good Friday breakfast. It's the only time of year when I get to enjoy those little treats. Do I want to bring in another floral? What if we do like a tiny little floral? Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, so if we do a little hot cross bun moment here, and then a little coffee. Okay, we're gonna have to move that up. Okay, so we're gonna have to do, hot cross bun is gonna have to go like this. Coffee is gonna have to go like this. And then if I put just little just a little embellishment. That'll do. So that's to mark eating hot cross buns. And then on the 8th, I went to see my parents, and I went to see my, well, I went to see my mum, I went to see my dad. Now, I don't want to use green because we've got the green above that. So I might even just pop that like this. Okay. Because then I have, doesn't really like mark what we did in that, like these guys are like eating pie or something like Dean Winchester style. But we had family time. So, and sometimes, like I said earlier, like it feels like a very rare occasion. So I really wanted to mark or to use something that marked that. I may even have, this box is very crooked. I may even have a family time script. So I'm going to have a look. Let's have a little look in my collection. Because whenever we can use up a little script. Yes, so we have family time. So I'm just going to use one of these ones in the like cursive font from Planner Phase. And I feel like it's like off center. That's the only issue. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to overthink it. It's fine. So that's to mark seeing my parents. And then on the 9th, it was, of course, Easter. And we did go to see my in-laws. So I'm going to pop this guy like that. And then I think I have an Easter script. I think I did just see one. Yes, I do, but it's very small. Definitely much smaller than I had anticipated, which makes things very interesting. But it's fine, it's fine. And then I may, what did I use to mark? Okay, so then we went to see my in-laws. I do have a little house icon here. I feel like that's crooked, but it's fine. What if I use I feel like it has to be pink because we've just used purple and there's blue just above. What if I actually use this as like a separator? Just as a way of like filling the space in. Like that. And then I just pop the little in-laws sticker like that. Because then I also have an in-laws sticker somewhere. Let's use the same font just for consistency. And then we can just like quite literally just pop that kind of like layered. It's very empty. I feel like this is really like a weird space. Do we have... What if we use our little glitter strip as well and we kind of just do a little... I don't know what I'm doing here, you guys. Do not know. Do not ask me. I do not know. So we kind of want it to line up with this so that it doesn't look dicky. And we don't want it to overflow. But then I feel like this maybe then needs to like sit here. Like a little less to the bottom. And then maybe I can put my little Easter eggy there. Yeah, I don't want to move that script anymore. I think I'm gonna kill it. All right, it's gonna do. It's gonna, that's, I hate when I do something ugly because now I feel like it's gonna ruin my entire spread. Okay, so on the 10th, I'm gonna bring in the mint. But then I also feel like I don't know, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we're then going to mark here on the 10th that it was Easter Monday. We didn't do much. I just realized that I missed something off of Sunday. I was supposed to put 3 things on Sunday, which is why it probably does look bare, but I don't think I can fit it now. Actually, yes, I probably can. Let me come back over here. All right, so if it's going to have to be this way. This will have to come up. Okay. Because we may be grown adults. We may be, but every single year on Easter Sunday, my husband and I do an Easter egg hunt for each other. So I wanted to mark that. And then on Easter Sunday, we just had a really chill, really relaxed day. On the 11th, I had my dietology appointment. But I'm thinking what I might do here is I might actually do the double box scene because yes, I had my dietology appointment, but like it's not, like it is a highlight, but like, is it a highlight? You know what I mean? Like, it's a highlight in terms of like, I'm getting my shit together in terms of my health, but like, yeah, I don't know. And I also want to use these double box scenes. Okay, so this one goes here. Like that. And this guy goes like that. And then I'll pop my numbers back on. I guess if I really wanted to, I could also like pop pop the dietology appointment over the top. But I think I might just leave it. That's fine. On the 13th, we went to the Easter show. So I might do another simple box for that. Can't do pink. Maybe want to do the blue. So if I maybe do this blue, I feel like that might work. And if I do it this way, maybe. And then I have this cute, I thought this was truly fitting because it's called the Royal Easter Show. And I have this cute little bunny sticker that my friend Maya of Sticker Thief made for me like a while, well, not made for me, but made a while ago. And it's a little bunny with a little crown. And I just, like, to me, it's the right fit. Like, what else works better? Maybe I can even put the box straight for once. That would be. Can't really put it in the middle completely, but I can kind of do that. No, it's crooked. It drives me so mad when something is crooked. Like, you've probably seen it in my plan with me. It's like I'm forever like lifting my planner up and down. It irritates me so much. I also feel like I need to put a floral over this side somewhere. So what did I do on the 14th? So on the 14th, we actually did nothing. So can I use another... I'm going to use another decorative box because I like to use those up. And considering it was a do nothing day, I feel like this box is really appropriate because it's just a bed. Okay, so that's there. Okay, on the 15th, we hung out with our puppies again. So this one I might pop on a circle. Can I use... I'd really like to try and get rid of this sheet, if I'm honest. I might use another mint. I feel like that mint is kind of off. All right, so I feel like this one... We're just going to, again, very basic. I'm trying the more basic approach because, like I said, I feel like the last one is very cluttered. And whilst I do enjoy filling the space, maybe simplistic looks nicer. I don't know. It would also help if I actually started putting my months. All right, so on the 16th, I've got here that we sat and we watched Supernatural. So if I maybe use this one, because this color is kind of in her dress or in her skirt. So if I put that at the top, said I wasn't creative, but we're trying to get creative here. So let's see if we can peel this boy up. Do that, pop this back down over the top. So then that kind of fills in some of the space. I maybe want to do that with this one as well. pop that back down. So that's filled in some of that space, because then if I do nothing else but pop a little TV in the corner here and just write Supernatural, that should work. The 17th, I had to book my sleep test. So I wasn't going to do anything too fancy here. I was quite literally going to put this like this perhaps. And then again, we're going to have to lift up the 17. Because it needs to overlap a little bit there. So booked my sleep test. I might just write under that. I might not put a box or anything there, so that's fine. Then on the 18th, I had to go for a blood test again, which like makes me so happy. I feel like I've not used a lot of pink. I feel like I need to bring in a pink box, but again, it needs to be the right shade of pink. So let me pop this guy back in. Okay, so we need, I feel like it's maybe, no, not that one. They're very bright. And I don't know if I have any that's kind of close. It'll work. It'll do. Okay. Let's do pink. Even though we just did pink right here, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Okay, so I think this one we're just going to keep it simple again. And I do have this Debbie Downer sticker because, like, the literal embodiment of how I was feeling that morning. So even though it's not really a highlight, it's a highlight in that, like, I don't do well with needles and I went and got the needles that I needed to get done. Okay, so the 19th, again, didn't really have anything on. So I might use another, do I want to use this one or do I want to use, okay, I might use this guy. There's a big cluster of decorative boxes here, which is interesting. So nothing happened on this day. Okay, pop that there. Pop the 19. It's actually funny how much I enjoy doing these videos. Like, again, these aren't necessarily my prettiest spreads, but I'm really enjoying filming them. Okay, so this day was my friend Freya's birthday. And I think I'm going to, yep, we're going to use a purple here. And I think for her birthday, I've got a couple of different, because there's a couple of different birthdays in this month. So I think I've got another set of balloons. I have a fox and cactus girl, and I have a cupcake. I don't know why, but I feel like her birthday warrants a cupcake because she's Belgian. And I don't know, sweets, Belgian chocolate, like it's just my association. So let's do that. So that's for Freya's birthday. Maybe I can pop, I have a little, like a corner floral that I can pop down. And maybe I can just do like a little, maybe not, maybe not that one. No, you know what? Let's just leave it. Let's not over decorate. Let's just, like, it's pretty, it's cute. There's a cute little cupcake and a little leafy bit there. That's fine. Then we're over onto the 21st date day. I don't remember what we did, but it was date day. So again, I think it either needs to be a purple or a pink, I think. So let's bring in, what else do we have in our little pinks sheet? Can we maybe bring in a paler pink? Like, well, that's still kind of, okay, I feel like this one could work. All right, so this was date day. I don't remember what we did, but we went on a little date, apparently. I think we went out for lunch. We went out for lunch, and I think we got some coffee, maybe. I don't know. We do that from time to time. The 22nd. Oh, wait. No. Date day was the 22nd, so we need to move this guy to here. Okay, that's fine. The 22nd, we didn't do anything. I do have like one decorative box left, and I also have like a plain box left. But do I want to build a snowman? Don't know why that came into my head, but sure. I feel like the boxes are in really weird places this time. Nothing wrong with that, but very clustered. Okay. Well, it's the 21st. So that's fine. Okay, and the 23rd, we had another birthday. So I might do this one in a little bubble as well. It needs to be a purple because our purple, okay. And then I think it's going to need to be on this side because, right, so I've got, so apparently I bring in a cake sticker that I completely forgot about. So I'm going to pop that just kind of in the middle, I guess. Love it. I've got another birthday there. So on the 24th, I left a message for my endocrinologist. Well, she's not my endocrinologist. I thought she was going to be my endocrinologist, but then I got told that she doesn't really deal with just endocrinology anymore. So I might do a pattern. Because I might, no, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's pop my little phone icon there. Yeah, let's do that. And then I can just write in there. Then the 25th is my mum's birthday. So I'm going to pop another, I might do blue again. This is going to be, I think that's going to have to go up there because I actually have a really big character sticker. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's pop that there, leave that there. So that's to mark mum's birthday. I don't like that they're like that, but it's fine. On the 26th, I'm just going to pop in here that I got some Happy Mail, nothing special. On the 27th, I did some journaling, which is like interesting for me because like I don't know, it's just interesting. I don't journal. Well, I say that, but I was literally journaling on this day. So I might, the very bottom of this box, even though it's not really going anywhere or doing anything, I might literally just pop the little fox and cactus girl here. Like that. The 28th was an interesting day because the 28th is the day that I got told that I may be offered a permanent position in the role that I was working at the time, but we had to wait on like certain checks and like clearances to happen. So it was kind of, I feel like this depicted it perfectly because we were told over like the computer that we were potentially getting these positions. It was myself and one other girl, but we had to wait on like other things to happen in the background first. So it wasn't 100% guaranteed. So it's kind of like holding the wine cup off to the side like no one can see, as if to say like, yes, I've got this, but like, you know, just being mindful at the same time. On the 29th, nothing crazy, but for me, it's like one of those things that I enjoy. So on this day, I am marking that I got to have some coffee and donuts, you know, grand scheme of things, we're kind of being, you know, the little things, the little gratitude sometimes is all that we need to focus on. So I'm quite literally marking that I was happy because I got a coffee and I got some donuts. So that is that. And then I think I have, just because it's the last day of the month and I kind of want to use the boxes, I'm going to whack this last colored box down in the corner. Let it. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to put down the bottom here, I'm going to put that it was my friend Kat's birthday. Because for some unknown reason, I actually had forgotten to mark that in my... Oh, I don't like that those colors are very similar, but... Don't I have... All right, I'm ditching the balloons because they look odd. And I'm going to put that it was Kat's birthday up here, or down here, sorry. And then on the 30th, very strange, probably very random to some people. But for anyone who may know him, all right, hey, Matt, was a YouTuber. He does drag now. He does like podcasts. There's a whole range of different things he does. I've been a fan for quite some time. And I don't know, I can't remember what I did exactly, but I think there was like a thing on Facebook and I commented and I tagged him in it and he actually replied to me. So this is where we're kind of at. It is just as just as busy as the previous month, but it is what it is. I will be back in just a moment with everything filled in, well, with the exception of like Easter where I don't have scripts. Okay, friends, and this is where we are at with the full spread. I'm quite happy with it. It is also still very busy, but I kind of love it. And I guess that's kind of what happens when you use these like chunks of boxes as well, whereas like if they weren't there, there'd obviously be some white space. In terms of what I have left from the kit, so I've used pretty much all of the like decorative boxes, and then as you can see there are some functionals left which I can probably keep and add into my reusable album. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this spread in the comments below. I absolutely adore this sidebar girl. Still a little bit empty here, but I feel like it looks better with the 3 things there. And yeah, I think it's just a really super cute, very simple monthly spread. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, definitely consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you all very, very soon for another Plan With Me video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.